Hi, how y'all doing? It is Friday, September the 12th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies were blue, and then they put the clean trails up, and then the clouds came, right? Some weird looking clouds, a little bit white, but yeah, different. Not really, but different. There was also a redheaded, or no, just a black and white woodpecker in my tree in the rise, too. Female, right? Sign from spirit, right? Nature spirit. The Schuman today is at 71. I'm a bit lost for words today. Not really, just, I don't know, it's a different feeling. The Schumann spiked throughout the night, right? I was really tired. Went to bed at 9 o'clock. I was out. Didn't have no problem going to sleep, but then I was awake at 11, and at 3 o'clock, my feet cramped up. And then I got up around 5:30, I guess. 6, something like that. So, yeah. Did you feel the spike? My son that lives with me, that got the job, said, because I went in and I said, "How'd you sleep, right?" And he told me, or he asked me, and I told him, he goes, "That's weird because at 3 o'clock last night," he goes, "my legs got so itchy that it woke me up and I was just scratching." He says, "I couldn't get it to stop." He said, "I was looking, I thought I was getting bit or something, but there's nothing, right?" And I told him, it's your nervous system, right? I said, "If that happens again and you can't get it under control, sit in a cold bath tub, right? Just cold water, nothing else." Because a long time ago, the doctor gave him too much penicillin and he developed an allergy and he broke out in giant hives and it was horrible. And it didn't matter what medicine he took, Benylin, whatever, didn't help, right? A registered nurse told me to put ice on him. You got to freeze the nerve endings under the skin to get to stop. So being in cold would work, right? It would help. So he remembered and he said, yeah, he would do that. I went to the store. We had to go buy some food. My friend was working. Chatted her up for a minute, right? There was a lady in line ahead of me. I chatted her up too. She goes, "I'm just buying flowers. You can put your stuff up if you want, right?" I said, "Okay, thank you." I said, "What kind?" And she goes, "They're outside." And I said, "Oh, nice." I said, "Yeah, I seen the colors are popping, right?" She was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, I said, "What color did you get?" She said, "Yellow." She said, "Oh," I said, "Oh, that's nice." I said, "That's the color of confidence." And she goes, "Yeah, I need a lot of that. I need some more of that." I said, "Yeah, it's your thought chakra, 3 fingers above your belly button. It's yellow too." And she was like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." So it's there's a thing called color magic or the psychology of colors. I said, "It works on us." And she goes, "Interesting, right?" My friend's standing there checking me through, listening, right? Different. I was gonna drive to the res today, but I changed my mind. I went to a couple places. I had to go get a phone card. I drew some money out of the bank, made sure I had some cash on me, right? You never know. So it was 3 o'clock in the middle of the night when I woke up last night. There was a bright light shining in my bedroom. And over in the parking lot, across the field, that the business was closed, there was a vehicle sitting there with its light shining this way. I thought, who's parking in a closed parking lot 3 o'clock in the middle of the night? Strange, right? I find everything strange now that I know we're in a spiritual war, right? Everything's a synchronicity. Happens for a reason. The conversations you have with people, the birds you see, the creatures that you come across, walk across your path, everything, right? See? Confirmation. Noisy car. Like I said, I don't have. Oh, and then when I was out shopping, after I got my phone card, it was the first thing I did. Was walking back to the truck and I see the moon up in the blue sky, right? The waxy gibbous. Is that what I said yesterday? Yeah, waning gibbous. I apologize. The next one will be the last quarter. I think that's tomorrow or something like that. So hopefully that energy is not too difficult on us. I know my son, even I can hear it in my own voice. It's like a little bit louder. My son was talking like that to me earlier, trying to tell me about history. According to, I don't know, some science fiction writer, Asimov or something like that. And he told me what he thought about Gaia, and I said her name was Key, right? And I said, you really don't want to know what I know about what's the world's really, what everything really is. I said, so we'll just leave it at that. He was like, yeah, all right, because he's in the program deep. But what do? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Correct? Correct. Oh, my lungs too. I was coughing so much when I was in the rise. Just like crazy, right? I even had to blow my nose. I was like, what the heck's all this about? And then I was listening to the Schuman resonance report on Facebook as a video, right? And it tells you about it all, about the graphs and all that, what this is, what that is. So this frequency, that hurts, all this, right? And then it goes into telling you what the symptoms will be and all that. And I think that was one of the symptoms, right? It was like nausea, buzzing in the ears, pressure in the head. I woke up with a headache, all right? Or pressure in the head, we should say. And yeah, it was the Schumann spiking throughout the day. Something's going to happen. I knew something was going to happen once I seen that thing about Trump's guy getting whacked, right? It'll be a reason for Trump to make a new move that nobody's expecting, because I don't believe anything the news said. So whether he got whacked or not, I really don't know. I was watching a lady do a report on it, on some videos I was watching, and she said like it was reported the newspaper, a couple of these not newspapers, agencies on the internet, CNN and NBC, dated it for 19 hours before it happened, right? So she's like, how is that possible? Am I going crazy? Stuff like that, right? Maybe she's a sleeper still. I suppose I was thinking too, the weather's warming up, right, for a week here. And what did they say last time? That when it gets hot, it's because more people are awakening, you know? So, and that guy getting whacked is probably a distraction for what the guys in the little hats that are in Israel are doing, right? Bombing all these countries around the realm. So that nobody notices what they're doing, right? Take it as distraction, take your mind off of it. Look over here, don't look at that, you know? But yeah, it's a weird realm. I wasn't going to do a video, but I thought I would. Just a couple minutes here. Let you know I'm still kicking, right? I guess this is my social. It's the only thing I have. I'm pretty isolated. I can't go for walks and stuff like that. So I'll be talking on here to y'all, whoever wants to listen to me. And I thank you for being me amigos, and watching me. I'd love it if you guys did videos and showed me your channels. I'd watch yous, learn a bit about you all. But hey, that's just me. All right. I'm going to have a quiet night. Just watch some tube. Hopefully I'll sleep good. I didn't have any dreams of my exes or any deceased people last night, which was a nice change. It was. I still didn't sleep great because I woke up like 3 times in the middle of the night. And once my foot was cramping severely for no reason at all. Alright? But it didn't last for long, thank goodness. Hopefully it'll change. See, yesterday I kept on seeing 555. And that's change just happened, right? So The icky sensations in my body aren't as bad as they were yesterday, which is a good thing. Let's see what tomorrow's going to be like, folks. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day I ascend more than the day before. I was going to say, and every night I sleep better than the night before. I have gratitude. I am gratitude. I'm golden. I'm gold. I glow gold. I had a dream a few years back that I was gold. I was glowing. Alright? Gold. There was a gold beam coming off the top of my head and everything. So, might as well go with the flow, right? I'm gold. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.